Good afternoon. Happy June 27th, I believe that it is. Today, it is Friday. Look, I changed out some paintings. If you're interested in taking one of those painting classes, just let me know. The pineapple is a sign of being welcome, hospitality, and of course we all know the little known 4th of July, freedom, expression of who you are, what you stand for, all in its glory, the red, white, and blue. If you want to take any of those classes, just reach out and let me know, Kitryn_Marie at yahoo.com. But where are you at with your life? What in your life this week has made your reality a wake-up call? I'm Kitryn Marie, and I reside in St. Louis, Missouri. I am an artist, a writer, a speaker, life and a business coach, teach a variety of art classes, group painting classes. I also teach how to put a vision board together based in life coaching, perception, and perspective. We look at where you've been, where you'd like to go, what you'd like to manifest into your world, and how you can be a better human being with a higher purpose. Bunch of art classes. I also teach how to write a book. I also teach photography, posing, along with doing a small photo shoot, showing you how to take better pictures for yourself, better selfies, if you may, what equipment that you need. Everybody has to use social media at one point or time in their life, so the class just kind of helps you become more comfortable with who you are. I had a class like that a couple Sundays ago. It was wonderful. Great gal. I come to you, to your location. We choose something, and then we go from there. Again, just reach out. Anyway, back to what I was saying. The reality of your life. What went on this week that made your life have this great wake-up call? It has been hotter than a motherfucker here in St. Louis, Missouri. Tempers have flared. Patience has run thin. My customers in my outside gig, for the most part, it was manageable, it was doable. Big shout out to my kitchen crew at the outside gig. It's hot back there. Remember, when you are going out to eat and you are dining out because it's too hot to cook in your own house, remember, most cooks in a kitchen in a restaurant, they are dealing with the heat. There is no air conditioning. There's nothing. There is a couple fans. So while you are waiting in air conditioning for your food, think very kindly for the back of the house, because they are doing everything in their power to not pass out, not faint, not fall into the food that they're preparing for you. This week, the reality has set in so many different ways. For as smart and as intelligent as I believe to be, I think I am, I have been challenged with formatting my book. This is the second proof that I went through, and there was such a glitch in the fonts again, and I had reached out to the publishing house, the production house, and I'm like, what is going on? And they're like, well, you need to change the format to this size, blah, 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 blah. If I had InDesign on my computer, it would be easy. I could go in, set the parameters, but I'm working with a Word document that I am so out of touch with. I mean, I can write you a fancy story, I can paint you a very colorful, picture, but when it comes to trying to remember all of my graphic design classes that I took, right now I'm sucking at it. I just changed the format again for the third time, submitted a proof copy. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, man. I really am. This book needs to get out and be published, so I have a release date, so you, the customers, or any of my stalkers want to purchase. That's what people with creative gifts do. They build this life based on what they know how to do. And in order to live for a higher purpose or to get to another place, you have to rely on the talent within. Which leads me to, what is more important, skill or experience? There were a couple little glitches this week, and I will be very respectful and very mindful because I love where I work. I love the people I work with. I will go to bat for any of them, and I have not quite been there a year. I have been adopted into them, and so if you have said you're not leaving, you're not going anywhere, we won't let you. And I greatly appreciate that because I live a full-rounded kind of life. But when somebody new comes in with a different set of skills sets, does that override experience? Like I said, there was a few little glitches this week with new people. A lot of talent. Been around the world. Coming into a very cloistered situation where not many who this person is working with has the same shared experience. We have people who are street credible, who have learned along the way within their job, and they are good, very good, at the level in which they are doing their job. But then you come in with somebody who has more of a skill, there's always a clash. But as an oldie, 64 almost, a mom of 3, grandmother of 4, dealt with the public my whole life in different capacities. Because you are at a different level and you have a different set of skills, that does not give you the right to be condescending to those that you feel are below you. Now, as any good leader, you don't preach, you don't talk down, and you don't treat the people within your, and I hate the word team, hate it, but the people that you are working with, your superiority comes from your ego complex. And there are some people who get jobs with a set of skill sets, and I know I didn't say that right, they get jobs with that set of skills coming in, hoping to make this great big change. Yay! Everybody likes change. Anybody who believes in progress and growth and evolving thrives on change. But if you are not showing at a level in which everybody knows that level, you don't get to come in and hold your skill set over anybody's head. You don't get to bully, you don't get to talk down to, and you don't get to make somebody feel stupid because they are not at the level that you feel you are. Now that's coming from as a mom, as a grandma, as a life coach, someone, again, I have dealt with the public all my life. Customers are not always right. We, as individuals, you have to be open-minded enough to understand the way that I do something, somebody else is not possibly going to know how to do. But in order for me to learn something new, or any of us, talk to us at the level we understand, so that gives us room to grow. Coming from a life coach again. And on top of it, because I am older and because my experience in a certain situation is more than somebody else, understand my age and my experience and the things that I have been doing longer than a lot of people who have become very good at their skill at a very young age. So, with what you're working with the people that you are encountering, where are you at within your own level? What is your skill set? What are you bringing to the operation because of experience? And does your experience outweigh somebody's skill set? I want to know, because that has been a hot topic all week long. Nobody's above anybody else. We just learn differently. You know, there are people who have started out at the very bottom and have worked their way up learning along the way. You don't make anybody feel stupid for the way that they have learned something. So I hope whoever that resonates with understand and kind of change the way that you talk to people, the way your tone is. Because people just learn at different capacities and different levels. You might have learned something one way and you see that as Bible, and other people take it as a threat. Their insecurities make them feel less than, and nobody should feel less than. But where else is the reality in your job? Where is the reality in your wake-up call other than this week being so hot? It has just been almost unbearable to work in these conditions. I was glad that it rained today. I went out and got all of my Princess Pony's tack, paid for her burial. It was very heart-wrenching. The reality of I no longer have her, and I'll try not to cry. I had a great conversation with the barn owner, thanked her profusely for everything that she did to help me and my Ruby girl. Will I do it again? Absolutely. You know I will do it again. I'm already thinking names, and although somebody has always said you don't name the animal before you get the animal, I'm kind of thinking Comanche Joe. And I've got the animal in my mind. It's just going to be a while till he presents itself to me. I want to be able to move. I want to be able to have my horse, my donkey, my llama, my bull in the backyard. I want to be able to go out my back door, sit on my porch and go, oh, look, it's raining. We needed this. That is the life that I'm trying to get to. And in order to do that, I need to teach my classes. What else is going on in my world? My air conditioning. I am not an HVAC person. Don't want to be. It's like me and electric. There are some things I just don't want to know. There are some things I do know, and it doesn't get me anywhere. But my window unit froze up. And I'm like, why? It's a window unit. It's not like you put Freon in the window unit, do you? I didn't think you did. I thought it was like a standard kind of, that's just how it operates and runs. But anyway, it froze up, had to turn it off. It has been so hot in the house here. I think I was pricing out Freon at $165 a pound, and I think I need 6 to 8 pounds for my outside AC unit. So if you know of anybody who wants to work really, really inexpensive, send them my way. Also, I've been pricing out concrete for a driveway pad so the kid can park his car. He's supposed to get his vehicle back. I thought it was today, but they might have run into a glitch. He was just getting it fixed from when the stolen car plowed into him. What else? What else? What else? What else? There's other things that I needed to tell you. Oh, I got my vehicle back finally from the dealership. Another $615 that, thank God, they paid for. My warranty still covered. Another axle broke, and the anti-lock brakes went out. That was real fun. Real fun. So now it's kind of like, what have I gotten myself into? Because the reality is I don't have my pony anymore to go out to, so I need to find other things to do on the days off, because staying at home, that's just not feasible for me. I need to be out and going and probably getting back into my photography. I did take from July 17th to the 21st off, hoping to do dinner with my kids, my older kids, for my birthday and that. Would like to take Tyler fishing 1 or 2 days. You can't let the grass grow under your feet. You need to continue on a plan and a path with the skills and the experience that you know that you can share with somebody else, so you can live a better life. And I know oftentimes I sound like a broken record, but what choices have you continued with because you don't want to see progress or growth? You've become so comfortable in this state of nothing that you're just letting life pass you by. No one should remain stagnant. No one should remain at only one level. There are opportunities, and you must grab that opportunity. You must see how you can challenge yourself to change the situation that you're in so you can gravitate to a higher calling for a higher purpose, so you can continue to live a life that you're supposed to live that makes you happy. And I am Kitryn Marie, an artist, writer, speaker, life and a business coach. Would love to hear from you. Reach out, Kitryn_Marie@yahoo.com. If you're interested in a painting class, it's $45, minimum 10. I bring all the supplies. If you're interested in a vision board class, you provide the materials. There is a list. Class is $65. I have a venue. I can come to you. You can come to the shoebox once air conditioning has all been fixed. For today, for tomorrow, be happy, be blessed. Be thankful for everything. Fate turns on a dime. You decide what side of the coin you want to be on. So take care, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.